Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Hey, had to hit him with that.
Every time I listen to it now, I get subconscious.
I fuck with it. I'm not doing it to pick at you. I'm doing it because it's catchy.
I know, it's just funny, but then I think what it is, just the way that you hear it, I'm like, is that what I sound like?
It's like, yeah, that was terrible.
Exactly. Jesus Christ, what was I thinking? Anyway, hey, everybody. Welcome to episode 41 of the Not Over Here podcast. How are you doing? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's great.
That's great.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's for both people that aren't doing well, but or those who are doing great. Anyways, episode 41. We're almost 10 away. Next episode would be 10 away from 52.
Dang, bro.
That'd be a whole year's worth.
Math. That's a whole lot of talking.
That is a whole lot of talking. Damn, man. I can only fucking imagine. No.
What?
Anyway, no, just talking for so long. Basically, I wonder in people's lifetimes, like for the amount of time that somebody talks in their lifetime, I wonder how many podcast episodes that is. Like if you restrict it to an hour. So let's say, somebody lives from a baby to 100 years old. How many episodes is that? Like a day? Because, you talk, I would say most people talk during the day, right?
I wonder how many hours a day I talk. I feel like I talk less than more people.
Less than more people? I could see that. I think I talk less than more people. If you had to give up to this point, from since you were a baby up to this point, how many episodes do you think? If you're restricting it to an hour that you've talked.
More than Joe Rogan. Definitely more than Joe Rogan.
He's done over 1,000, hasn't he?
Yeah, I'd have way more than that.
But you also got to consider he's done episodes that are like 3 hours long. So I think I know I've done at least more than 100, but less than 1,000.
Let me Google this real quick. Let's get some real life statistics in here.
Yeah, I think... trying to think, because man, like you got to think about it. Also, does that include talking to yourself?
It has to,
right? Okay, well, if I'm talking to myself, then okay, I've done at least 500 episodes. not just 100, but I've done at least 500.
You've done more than that.
Anyway, this is the podcast.
Every 5 hours you speak, that produces enough words to fill a book. We could have written books on this podcast, bro.
I don't know if that would have been a good book, but I don't know if it would have been a top seller, New York Times. Man. That's wild. So every hour, or would you say every how many hours?
Damn, a typical study points out that many of us spend 70 to 80% of our waking hours in some form of communication. 9% writing, 16% reading, 30% speaking, and 45% listening.
I could see that.
So 30% of all your waking hour, you're probably talking. That's probably not me. But I feel like I'm on the computer a lot and not talking to anyone.
Well, you could be talking, but non-verbally talking. So like
we're talking about verbally talking here.
Okay. But that's crazy when you say it like that, because you got to think about it. How much of that counts for like social media? If you're like messaging people and stuff, and you're
well, dang, I do hours of reviews every day, so I guess I'm talking to people.
You're definitely talking to people.
Dang. Let's talk about something else, man.
Exactly. Sorry about that. Anyway, long intro. Hey, welcome back.
We dropped a song. You want to tell people about that song?
Oh, yeah. We dropped a song, Escaping Arizona. More so, I mean, it dropped like, I think, a week and a half ago. But now we dropped the music video, literally.
Just came out.
Just came out. As like we're recording this, it dropped today. It's Sunday. It dropped at noon today, and it's what time is it? 12:23. So it dropped earlier. I don't know if you see it playing right there in the background. But anyway, dropped Escaping Arizona music video. Check that out. Myself with Jetty over here, featuring P the Fairy. Played the leading lady in the video, leading role, whatever you want to call it, leading actress. But video was dope. It was a very interesting time.
I love that location. The location was amazing.
For those of you who don't know, I don't really care about giving away because it's like a park basically, right? That's what it is. Like
if you're listening to this and want to go, it closes soon.
Oh, does it?
It closes on the 15th.
Oh, for like winter?
Yep.
Oh, well, listen. So the name of the place is Providence Canyon.
Yeah.
Providence Canyon. And basically it's like it's in this city called Lumpkin, Georgia. And it's 2 hours outside of Arizona, out of Atlanta, 2 hours outside of Atlanta. And it's like this dope trail. I recommend wearing shoes you don't want to get dirty. just because it like if it rains or something like that before, it gets a little muddy in the trail. But it's dope. It's a bunch of dope canyons.
They call it the Grand Canyon of Georgia. It's obviously not as majestic as the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
Another cool thing is that I was reading a little bit about it. This was caused by improper farming practices.
Oh.
This was actually man-made.
Oh.
Not intentionally.
Yeah.
But the ground and the farmland there just got really screwed up. I don't know what they were doing, but they weren't doing it right.
They were making bad decisions.
They made the earth erode.
Wow. That's crazy. But anyway, check out that music video on YouTube, EZL, featuring Jettison Bombardier, Escaping Arizona. It's very dope. Appreciate everybody people have been streaming the song, so I really appreciate y'all. But
they have purple sand there.
I know they do. And purple, green. Did they have green?
They had green sand as well.
Green sand, yeah.
Go check it out.
It's very dope. It's a workout though. So but
you need a workout.
True, every now and then.
You've been lazy. You've been eating donuts.
But speaking of music, everybody knows this, and I only want to touch about this for a little bit just because I don't want to break people's heads over this. But Drake dropped his project.
He did.
Certified Lover Boy.
He did.
It dropped. It was on Friday, wasn't it?
Yes.
Friday at 2 a.m.
Did you enjoy it?
I only got halfway through, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Let me say this first. I have to listen to it again because I might not have been in the right mood for the album, but I hated the album. What I was hearing, I did not like it at all.
I'm surprised.
There was only I only made it to I think a little bit past midway, and I was just like, man, a lot of this sounds like it's what Drake is good at, but I'm not like. It almost, the way that I said it to my friend, because me and my friend T Rose, we were talking about this, and it just sounded uninspiring. Like, I don't know if I get he was rapping, but man, as far as this is me talking in review talk, but it's the song structure and how it just sounds. I was just I don't feel like he was trying, if that makes sense.
I don't know if I agree with that. He definitely was trying. It's just a brand of music that,
Yeah. But then also, I'll say that maybe I'm expecting things from him that he'll never do, if that makes sense.
So how so? What are you expecting?
So, I was expecting him to, switch it up a little bit.
That's the main criticism I see people say about Drake. And I saw a couple of people say this. They say the songs on this project and his last 3 projects, you could interchange any of the songs and it works on any project.
Yeah.
So people are saying, well, maybe there's not some growth there.
Yeah.
But one thing you got, because I was thinking about this, Drake is basically, I don't know if you call him the most successful artist of all time, because obviously times are different now, and there were the Beatles and Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
But as far as streaming goes, he is the most successful artist of all time as far as streaming goes. So say when you get that formula, do you change?
No, of course.
Of course you want to grow, but it's dude, I saw this crazy stat. Drake, this sounds unbelievable, but it's real. He has 150 songs with over 100 million streams.
That's crazy.
Or is it a billion? Is it a billion? It's 100 million. And he has some songs that have billions of streams. So I guess when you hit that, right? Do you switch it up?
Well, I guess that like I said, it depends on what he wants to do. Does he want to be well, I'm just gonna keep breaking in this money because I know this formula works. Versus personal things, maybe if he wants to try for something new, I think that's why at this moment I think Donda's better than Drake's album.
Really?
Yeah, because at least with I kind of get this feeling, and like I said, maybe I'm putting a little bit of what I expect from Kanye on Drake, even though they're two different people and two different artists. But with Kanye West, you always get this feeling you're you don't know what to expect from the album.
That is very true.
And you're kind of you're this is either going to be really good or it's going to be a mix of good and bad, or it's going to be really bad, Yeah. And so with that, there's some sort of excitement that you get from that, because you're oh man, I can't wait to hear what he does this time, And so with Drake, when I first said that, I was realizing, I was well, all his albums are the songs he does are very interchangeable. So there's nothing like him wanting to try something new. And so so far it's just like I said, I think what happened is the people who are fans of Drake are gonna love this album, right? They're gonna be like, yeah, it's a new Drake. We don't care what it sounds like. It's new Drake. But like for me, I guess as a musician and listener, after a while, you kind of like, all right. I mean, we heard this on Scorpion. We heard this on Views. We heard this on Just Things, and everybody's entitled to be like happy with it or not like it, but it's just like, for me, it's just, I think after a while I was just like, man, I don't know. I don't even know. Like, I think he's just like, well, whatever. I'm at a place right now where I'm successful, so I'm gonna just keep doing this. That's what it feels like. Yeah. And to me, as far as like when it comes to the craft, the creative, to me, that's a letdown. I'm like, man, you couldn't at least try. I mean,
I think it's like, okay, I would compare it to like painters or like an artist. Like, to me, Kanye, it's like you were saying, it's unexpected. So it's almost like Kanye gets a bunch of canvases and he just throws paint at them. And then this one will go in a wild, weird direction. And then this one. So then maybe he'll have like 100 canvases and then he'll really like 20 of them. And then, it's more abstract. It's like abstract art kind of, where I think Drake is more like someone that really sets it up, and he sets up this composition, and now maybe it's a moody composition, and maybe it's a landscape you've already seen before, and it's like, oh, another moody landscape, but it's this perfect composition though.
No, I get that. It's kind of like the whole, like your whole skill set. When you're really good at something, he's like sharpened that to like a T. Yeah. Like it's like sharp, He knows how to make certain type of music. But after a while, it's kind of like, okay. And to each their own. Because like I like Kanye where he's just like, I don't know, I've never done this, so I'm gonna just try it. I guess for me, as far as like going back to what I was saying, like in the creative world, that seems a little bit more exciting, and I'm excited, and I'm more excited to listen to it versus Drake. I kind of went in, I'm like, okay, I know what to expect, right? And I was like, well, I have my expectations set, and it's either just gonna met my expectations and be boring in my sense, or I'm gonna hear something new that I didn't expect and be like, oh, this shit's actually pretty hard,
One thing that I don't like is now the conversation is which is better. Yeah. And it's like, okay, we get maybe these guys have this weird feud, but it's like these guys to be on top of the music game, why is there all this focus on, it almost seems like the focus of maybe the listener and maybe the, media putting it out there just because it is a talking point and something to look at. But why is the focus on, oh, which of these is better, instead of just listening to the music and being like, oh, these are two albums?
Well, that's a very good question. And I think it comes down to because it's exciting. I think that's what it is. Like people love to compare it. Same thing with sports. Who's better? Who's the best? Right. Same thing with like when people talk about the GOAT, like who's the greatest of all time. People love to argue and talk about what's better, Okay, let's say we fast forward 5 to 10 years in the future. And you are one of the top 3 artists in the music game. And then there's another singer or rapper, whatever, out there that doesn't like you. Are you going to care a whole lot about him when you're creating your art and your music? Me personally, no. No, I'm not going to care about him. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, I'm just going to do like the like the whole psychology. Like, well, there's something wrong with you. Obviously, you're upset about something that you're not showing, like you're upset because you see something that I have inside me, but you don't. And like there's something wrong with that. You need to do some inner work.
I mean, I get the competition aspect of it.
Yeah, I get that. The competition is fine.
Yeah, I don't know. But because now everybody's talking about, oh, wait, what Kendrick's going to kill both of y'all. And it's just like,
I think what it is, it's just everybody has their dedicated fans. Yeah. And like in this day and age, like if you're a fan of Kanye, then most of the time you don't like Drake. Or if you're a fan of Kendrick, you don't like Kanye or Drake or J. Cole or something like that, So sometimes people pick these sides and they pick these teams to kind of feel like they're a part of something. And so what ends up happening is, when their team is up, I mean, like right now, like the whole Kanye versus Drake thing or whatever, there's the stands that are for Kanye, they're like, yeah, Certified Lover Boy sucks, it's horrible, it's worse than Donda. And then there's people on the opposite side who are saying the opposite. They're like, Donda's horrible, and it's just more so like you know, I really think it's mostly kids, to be honest, that are doing it just because they have a lot of time.
You're probably right.
And so, and every now and then there's an adult or something like that, but I think it's mostly kids just because, I mean, that's what kids do.
I would like to say this before we end this segment.
Mm-hmm.
I've been telling you for a while, you should name your next project Uncertified Lover Boy. That would be fire. And I really wish you would take my idea and just run with it.
Drake took my name for my album. He did. I'm gonna put that out there. I was gonna name a project called Lover Boy, and then like I waited too long, and then sure enough he dropped the title for it, and I was like, oh fuck, it's over.
See, you're the Uncertified Lover Boy.
I could be that. I might do that, and then people are gonna be like, you stole that from that, and I'll be like, no, he stole it from me. Get your records, get your facts straight.
You know what? My brain is so bad. I forgot that he stole that from you.
Yeah, he stole it from me.
I forgot that you were gonna be Lover Boy because now I remember the conversations.
Yeah, Lover Boy, and I had like songs and everything ready, and then I just didn't finish. Yep, and then he announced it, and I was like, motherfucker.
So that's why you like Kanye better.
No, I've always been a Kanye fan.
I know, I'm just joking.
But that's hilarious. Yep, that's why Drake sucks.
Damn.
No. I was gonna say, moving on to the tail end of this conversation. Did you hear the Life of the Party song that got leaked?
Yeah, the Andre 3000 joint.
Yeah, Drake leaked it, and man, that's an amazing song.
It was good. Yep.
I was like, and like, it's always dope to hear Andre 3000 rapping. That's like.
Did you read the statement he put out?
Yeah, he put it, and I get it because he kind of was thrown into something that he didn't want to be a part of, and that's not like his MO to be a part of a beef. And I feel bad for him just because he was actually doing something real sentimental. Mm-hmm. You know, he's like trying to honor his mom and Kanye's mom. You know,
then Kanye's verse was just throwing shade at Drake.
Exactly. I was like, man, don't do that to Andre. Now what's gonna happen is Andre 3000 never gonna get another song with Kanye or Drake.
I mean, it'll happen, but
it'll take time. But yeah, but I feel sad for Andre, man. Andre's a good dude. But yeah, so at the end of the day, man, enjoy what you enjoy. People can enjoy both albums, or they can enjoy either or.
Another question.
What's that?
5 years in the future. Right? You're one of the top artists.
All right. Hey, that's me.
And you got a hit song, right? Mm-hmm. And then you can either get Kanye on it or Drake on it. You can't get both of them.
Okay.
But one of them wants to be on the song.
Okay.
And you have to choose.
Okay. They just like rapping, or I get to decide.
I mean, you made the vibe of the song. I don't know.
Kanye.
Going with Kanye? Okay.
Yeah, just because I think Kanye might say more quotable stuff. Because like the way Kanye raps is real interesting. He raps like, I don't know what it is. He just like, he says these not outrageous, but like very interesting phrases. I mean, the perfect example is that Life of Pablo line where he's like, what is it? He's like, bleached like S or something like that. Like, you're like, what? But people remember that.
Yeah.
You know? And so and like Drake can rap, but I think I'd be more interested in getting Kanye on the song.
Drake got the Instagram caption game on lock.
That's so interesting.
He has the Instagram captions.
There was one line on the Certified Lover Boy that I heard that made me laugh because only because I saw it on Twitter and stuff before I listened to it, where the Girls Like Girls song.
What did he say?
He said,
I'm a lesbian too, or something like that. Drake got some good lines on there, man.
It's just funny. But anyway, hold on. Let's take a break. Enough about this Kanye. I don't want to hit people over the head with this. Right. But we'll be right back.
Those were good.
I was like, huh?
They didn't sound good.
Anyway, hey, welcome back.
We're back.
Welcome back. I actually do want to mention something because I just saw this on here. I don't know if you saw this. This is breaking news.
I did not see this.
Breaking news. Wait, is this today? What's today? The 5th? Yeah. It says Lil Uzi Vert says fans tore $24 million pink diamond off his forehead.
What? They got it?
That's what it says. It says Lil Uzi Vert has revealed his $24 million forehead diamond was ripped off his forehead while jumping into the crowd at Rolling Loud Miami in July. The 26-year-old rapper broke the news to TMZ while walking into the 18th anniversary party of Jay-Z's 40/40 Club. He says, I had a show at Rolling Loud and I jumped into the crowd and they kind of ripped it out.
Oh my God.
Uzi told the outlet, I'm feeling good. I still have the diamond, so I feel good. So
how did he get it back? I guess he just...
I don't know. He didn't go into it. That's hilarious.
Yo, Uzi, man, just... don't implant that back in your forehead, man. I remember him saying that, or someone saying that if it was ripped out, he could die.
Oh, really?
I don't know if that was real or fake.
I don't know if that would be real. That'd be scary to think that Because if that was the case, I'd be like, I'd put like a guard over it or something like that.
Then you just
case.
look like a retarded spaceman.
I mean, that's so weird. That's crazy. I don't know how it's attached to his forehead. Like if it sits in a little holding thing.
Ripped it out.
I know to go. Because then my first thing goes, which I know this is very over dramatic from what I'm about to say, but if I had something right here and somebody went, I think blood just starts leaking out. You know, depending how deep it is. But that's wild. Well, supposedly he still has the diamond.
It's like I understand a robber in like a back alley and I see Uzi Vert. Let me go grab that diamond.
But then in a crowd.
But you're at a music festival and Uzi's there. Are you just gonna go just hit him in the face and grab his diamond? What?
Listen, people are gonna take chances, man. That's why I would never do that. Because that's a target on his head right there. So that's why. Now let me ask you something. Would you ever get anything like that?
Hell no.
Now, okay. So in saying that, what if somebody said, "I'm gonna give you $1 billion"?
Hell yes.
So okay. What if they said you had to get 3 diamonds? Doot.
Fuck it. I'm triple Vert. Triple big Vert.
Oh man, that's wild.
Do they have to be as big? Can they be smaller?
No, it had to be as big.
Oh damn. My forehead just gonna be shiny.
I can't even imagine you with diamonds in your forehead. Just blinging out.
I mean, you giving me $1 billion, I'm gonna do damn near anything.
You could probably wear a hat though. You could wear a hat to cover it, and so that way it's not like as shiny and people don't see it.
Wear one of the fedoras like a golfer. Be like, dang, Jay's really into fedoras lately.
Yeah, wow,
He's changed.
That's hilarious. I don't know if I'd ever do that, man. That's a lot, but that'd be wild.
You would do it. $1 billion, come on.
Ooh.
You could do whatever you want for the rest of your life with $1 billion.
I know you could, but okay. But the stipulation is you have to keep it in, and you can't like do it and then take it out.
I guess, yeah.
I might do it. I don't know.
You're gonna do it.
Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, that was just something I saw. It made me laugh a little bit and feel bad, but it made me laugh first.
I don't know if I feel bad, but shout out to Uzi, man.
Shout out to Uzi. He still has a diamond, so he's okay.
Yeah.
24 million diamond.
Well, where else could he implant it?
No, I mean, put it on a ring. I mean, I don't know.
No, implant.
Oh, implant. He could put
just get it over your heart.
What if he put it on the back of his neck right here? You probably couldn't do that because of your spine, but
just run up behind him
and then make him paralyzed.
I feel like you need to see. You need to see incoming threats for the diamond.
I feel that. I mean, well, it was
your middle of your forehead. I hope you see what's.
That's hilarious. Yeah. But you said you had something.
Well, let's do a top 5.
Top 5. Dun, 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 dun.
We ain't done one of these in a minute.
I know it's been like a long ass time.
Top 5 breakfast foods.
Oh, but now, all right. Before we start responding.
Amazing meal of the day.
It is. It really is. When you think about it, breakfast is probably like the most amazing. But anyway, let me ask you this. When you say breakfast food, you said, can it be like do you mean?
So cereal is like one category.
Okay. Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So you don't have to narrow it super down. It can be broad.
It can be like a little I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll go back and forth. What's your first one?
I'm going to start out. I actually thought about this last night and I wrote them down. And I actually have 9.
9? Wow. Okay.
And I have a hot take.
Okay.
Cereal is 9th.
Whoa.
Cereal's way down low on the totem pole. Cereal's good.
It's
good. Great, don't get me wrong. But all the other breakfast food, if you have the option of that versus cereal. I mean, actually, cereal might be 10th.
Oh, you're getting people angry
cinnamon
right now.
buns might be 9. I mean, cinnamon buns for breakfast.
You heat it up? God, is that what you do?
With the icing and the pecans. Oh my God! The ones that are so big you got to eat with a fork and a knife.
You sound like you're talking about sex or something. You're like, oh my God.
Cereal's 10th, man. Hot take.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I can almost agree with you. There are moments though when cereal really be hitting, but I see what you're saying. So, okay, cereal. For me, I'm going to say I don't know if I'm gonna put this in the order. I'm gonna say breakfast burrito is really good. Like a breakfast, but listen, it's got to be like a burrito with like eggs that are cheesy eggs. You know, you put a little bacon in there, put a little sour cream.
Dang,
bro,
that does sound good.
And you put it together, and it like almost like you have to hold it together because it could bust.
I forgot about breakfast burritos.
Yeah, man.
All right, I got another controversial one.
Uh-oh.
Pancakes are 8th.
Ooh.
8th. Because I feel like there's better alternatives that are kind of the same thing, but that are better. I love pancakes, but they're 8th.
That's so funny. Like, I don't think like I don't hate pancakes, but I'm not like a big fan of pancakes. Like, it's when you break it down, it's just bread. That's what.
Yeah. I mean, it's good bread.
You're eating bread with syrup, which
Butter
is nice.
And syrup. Ugh.
Yeah, it tastes great, but like I think maybe when it starts to get into those infused pancakes where they put in like chocolate chip or like fruits or something like that, then it's a little, but it's not as like, it doesn't make it amazing to me.
I like those.
I see what you're saying. I'm gonna say the next one is what is it? Biscuits and Gravy. A good old country classic.
That's good.
That is really good, especially like if the gravy has sausage in it. Oh my God.
That's on my list.
That's
on my list.
Woo, it's amazing.
All right, I'm gonna go number 7 is French toast. French toast is really good.
That's interesting that like French toast is above pancakes.
I like French toast better than pancakes.
Oh, French toast, that has cinnamon in it, doesn't it?
Like you can put cinnamon on it.
Yeah. Okay, I could see that. I've never been a big fan of French toast
Really?
either. Yeah.
Dang,
it's
bro.
not it's not like my thing. I'm gonna say the next thing. Then this is like a little meal, so excuse me. This is a Mexican breakfast.
Oh, chorizo? Did we believe that for breakfast?
Yeah, they can. You can put it with eggs and everything. But there's Huevos Rancheros.
I've heard of this, but I don't know what it is.
So it's basically like sometimes they put it on a tostada or so like a hard shell that's like a circle. You put it on top there with like salsa. So it's a little spicy, you know, and it's like cheesy goodness, and it's a Mexican thing. So I really love that.
I'm intrigued.
Yep.
Number 6, I felt bad leaving this out of the top 5. Grits.
Wow.
I love grits.
You love grits?
It's really a southern thing. People
really
up north really hate on grits.
Hate grits.
What's your opinion on grits?
I like cheesy grits, but as far as like I just don't like care for them that much.
They don't do you.
No, they don't do anything for me.
I love grits, but see, grits is like the perfect side food. Okay, by itself, maybe it's not great, but then you put it with a little bit of sausage, a little bit of bacon.
Okay, I could see that.
A little bit of egg. Oh,
what are grits? What are they like?
It's a grit, and you go outside and you gotta grab it. It's like dirt. You just fry up.
It's like
cook
dirt.
You just get dirt and then you cook
it and put it in some other stuff.
It's great. That's a great question. What are grits?
Like what is it, like bread?
Is it a plant? Is it like rice?
I don't know what it is.
Do grits grow in the ground?
They might.
Is it corn? Oh, it's corn. Isn't it corn?
Is it corn that you mix in with water and stuff? It might be cornmeal.
Oh, we're stupid. That's a great question. What the fuck are grits?
I'm gonna say the next thing for me that's always on point. And one of the places that made this amazing, they took it to another level. Was Waffle House, but hash browns.
I forgot about hash
browns. Are amazing.
Dang, that's not even in my. I might need to rearrange my top 10.
Hash browns
I forgot about hash
the shit. Like you tell me, like you could just eat it plain, which is fine if you eat it like that. But when you could add like cheese and other small little toppings. Oh my God.
I'm gonna put that above French toast, man.
Woo!
You gotta rearrange
I'm changing lives here.
All right, so my top 5. I finally got to number 5. Number 5 is biscuit.
Okay, a classic.
You can
literally do it almost anything.
You can turn it into a dessert, add jam and butter and syrup, icing, or just chop it in half and throw a piece of sausage in there. Throw some bacon and cheese and egg in there.
Yeah. Oh my God. Cause then you make it. It transforms. It's so adaptable, as we like to say here at the Not All Here podcast. It can change its form. No,
I don't think we've ever said that.
Well, I'm saying it now, here and now. It's almost like the chameleon of the breakfast food. If I do say so myself. The next thing I'm gonna say, well, no, maybe I shouldn't say that. I was gonna say another classic. People kind of this also just like a biscuit in a way. Toast. Come on, bro.
I'm gonna put toast below cereal.
What? Because you got to think about it. Toast is just like a biscuit in a way. You can make it into jam, right? Or you could make it into like a sandwich. Put a little bacon, egg in there. You know?
Yeah, I mean, dude, have you ever had the raisin toast at Waffle House?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Very good.
Oh my gosh.
Very, very, very good.
I'm gonna put that below cereal, yo. You give me an option. You can have toast or cereal. I'm going cereal.
I'm going toast. I wouldn't want cereal.
Dang. But anyway, that's surprising. All right, number 4 for me. Number 4, eggs.
Of course.
Can't go wrong with eggs, man. You throw cheese in there. You can cook them so many different ways.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna go with eggs.
Classic. Okay, if we're going like that, then I would say every now and then, like it's fine when you're eating all these foods, but fruit. Add some like sliced up apple or like banana or something like that. It gets your day. It feels good.
I'm gonna put that above toast.
Still down there, but it's above toast.
Yes,
that's hilarious.
That's a good one. All right, for me, number 3, bacon.
Bacon. Yep.
Bacon is amazing.
This is getting interesting because now I'm like, well, what are your top 2? Bacon's pretty good. Like bacon is up there. Like
bacon is up there.
It's
man.
almost like you can't have breakfast without bacon. Almost like you can't. You know, I mean, you can, but you know, what kind of life are you living? You know,
I mean, exactly. Exactly.
So then, if bacon is your thing, I was gonna say, but this might fit in the hash brown category. I was gonna say tater tots.
Is that breakfast? I've never had tater tots for breakfast.
I've had now this might be the hood thing, but
I've
had tater tots for breakfast before.
I feel like the only place I've ever had tater tots is at school when I was a kid, or Sonic drive-thru.
Yeah,
it's literally the only 2 places I've ever had tater tots.
Yep, that sounds about right. So then let me see. So then hold on. I said tater tots because I was gonna say something else, but tater tots is fine.
Okay, I'm gonna go number 2, sausage.
See, and I thought you were gonna go there because I was like, well, if you said so, then you like sausage over bacon.
It's very, very close.
Okay,
it's very, very hard to choose. But the little circular sausage with and then you cut it and then you throw it in the grits and then you.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It can like be like the main thing in a meal, or it can be a part of something to make something better.
Yes.
So I see what you're saying.
Yes.
Damn. So then that makes me think of like, okay, well, what's number? Well, now it's number 1, isn't it?
Number 1.
Number 1.
Do you have another one or not? I feel like we've said everything.
I think we've said like basically everything. I don't think I have another one.
Nothing else?
What's it?
Number 1.
Here it is.
It's the waffle.
Waffle.
Cannot go wrong with a waffle. I love waffles.
Your whole list is messed up. No,
you disrespecting the waffle like that?
No, waffle's good, but I don't think it should be number 1 on my list.
Don't think of the Waffle House waffle. Those are kind of, I mean, they're not bad, but they're kind of soggy. They're kind of small. Yeah. Have you ever been to the places that specialize in waffles? And the waffles are big, and the squares are crispy, and just you can put syrup in the little.
I see what you're saying, in like the little crevices or something like that.
Oh my god!
Yeah. But no, I mean, hey,
your dog agrees.
Yeah, she's like, hell yeah, motherfucker, that's right. But I get that. I'm trying to think of like, oh no, wait, I got one more.
What?
Well, no, I guess maybe that might be in the egg category. I was about to say omelet.
Omelets are bomb. That's kind of like just taking eggs and just throwing all the other stuff in it.
Exactly.
What's your number 1 if you had to pick one?
If I had to pick one, my number 1 would probably be, it's close. Like it's really close. I'm either going to say it's either breakfast burrito, or if not, like the close second is probably hash browns. I love hash browns, man. They're so good. I try not to eat too many of it though, because it's not that great for you. But
right.
Man, but you just can't deny when it's so cheesy and it's got all the top.
Man, this made me hungry.
But hold on, let's stop real quick, and we'll be right back. All right.
We are back.
Hi.
I wanted to talk about Onlyfans again.
Oh boy, you started an Onlyfans.
Yes.
You can subscribe for
and see me eat waffles. I just eat breakfast.
Yeah, that's
foods.
hilarious. And there's probably people who are into that.
That is dude. my Instagram is probably different than a lot of people's Instagrams.
Oh, boy.
You know how they cater it?
Yeah, of course.
So on mine, they show me basically it's booty, right? Fine women, basketball, and food. Mostly steak. Do they show you food?
No. What I get on mine a lot is I get a lot of music stuff, so I'll get like mixing like tips and stuff like that. This is so lame. I'll get like mixing tips, a lot of animals like puppies and cats, because I love like baby animals. They're pretty cute. And then every now and then I'll get some food, but it's mostly digital art.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Our Instagrams are very different. I just get IG models, basketball, and food. And they show me I love, I guess it's the the fat man that I used to be. And it's still deep inside me. I love food.
Who doesn't love to eat food?
And but dude, some of those food videos are gross.
Oh, like
have
what are you
seen them?
It's
like people and they'll have giant lobsters. And just I'm talking about not even one lobster.
Okay.
Is it called
mukbang?
Yeah. I was scared to say that because I didn't know if that was a porn thing. It sounds like a porn thing, but it's not.
It does sound like a porn thing. But mukbang where like people are eating like... I've seen one where this woman was eating this humongous lobster.
And it's ASMR and then they're like...
You just grossed out like half the listen.
And it's like, okay, I would like to try that, but it's just gross. Why do people find enjoyment in that?
You know what? That's very interesting. That's a question that I've tried to ask myself almost my whole life, of like, why do people find certain things like what is it, enticing, or like why are they attracted to certain things,
Part of that is the brain.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've told you this before. Maybe we've even had this conversation on the podcast. Do you know about people that have a foot fetish?
No. What about them? Like, I know who these
people exist.
Yeah,
but do you know the reason why?
No.
So the section of the brain that deals with your feet is right beside the section of your brain that deals with pleasure. This isn't a joke.
I know, but it's hilarious.
So people growing up, there becomes some kind of cross there.
Okay.
And the brain somehow ties those two things together. So this group of people that are into feet, it's not even their fault. It's like their brain. They're
not fully developed, is what you're saying. No, that I could see that. That's wild. But then it goes to make me think like, people are into other different things. Let's just call it different. I don't want to call it weird, but into different things. Like, did that also get crossed in there? Like, it's so interesting how like how's this? For example, like people are into feet. Like something happens in their life where they see something and then automatically their brain's like, yep. Connected right there,
and it was just like, oh my god, that's the most beautiful fucking foot I've ever seen in my life.
I just don't understand it, because like, I mean, I guess it's the same way. I mean, I like it when a girl has a nice butt. Like, to me, I'm like, wow, like that's crazy, And I guess that's the same thing for people who see like somebody with nice feet or something like that. It's just very interesting that like that's something that they cling on to, But there are more different things out there that are, I like to say, stranger than...
way stranger. We don't got to go there. I think we already did that on one podcast. We talked about that. But so I was supposed to be talking about Onlyfans. I don't know how we ended up over there. But did you see that they reversed their... their course of direction?
Of course.
And it's funny because it got like no publicity.
Oh, they reversed it?
It got no like airtime out there on the internet. So the negative things, right? They're always going to be boom, like in your face, and they'll show it to you. And then something that's like, I don't know if this is a positive thing, but whatever I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
It's like the negative things are always just going to be a way bigger story.
I think it's just because people like to... People, for some reason, it's kind of like, have you ever noticed, like I caught myself doing this, I had to stop, where I think sometimes I enjoy watching videos. I'm going to sound real crazy.
On OnlyFans?
No.
Me too.
I enjoy watching videos on YouTube about car crash compilations. But like, it's interesting because it kind of like, I like to see like why certain things happen. Like I like to see why they happen and like what happens. But then what you have to be careful with the algorithm with all of these things is like, if you like that, then it's gonna be like, oh, you like this? Well, let's show you more of this. And then now, like, I'm working my way back to not viewing those as much
Being
and watching
a regular person.
and watching more things.
That's funny. I like those videos too.
Yeah.
I went down this YouTube rabbit hole one day, and I got addicted to watching these videos, near death experience compilations. Have you seen those?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Those were amazing. I'm just like, oh my God. Like it's just this intense moment.
I guess it's that intensity, like those short moments of intensity, you know? It's the same way that people sometimes like to see videos of people fighting. Like, it's just like, it's wild to watch, you know?
I like to watch trains run into cars.
What?
Those are amazing because you see this stupid person and then they're trying to beat the train and then, or they just end up on the track and can't get out the way. And like,
that's so wild to me. But yeah,
that is weird. As people, we like these.
We like certain things, and I like watching them. I think what it is, I think the reason why I'm realizing now why I enjoy watching those videos is because my brain, in my head, I always go, how could you be so dumb to do this? In a way, it kind of makes me feel like you like, at least I'm better than these people in the video, you know? There's
some subreddit that you used to watch, and I used to be like, yo, why the fuck are you watching that? I forgot what it was. It's like Hood Fights or Hood.
No.
What was it?
What was it? It was something like, I don't think it was Hood something, but I think it was like, it wasn't Black Twitter, because they have a subreddit, but it was something else. I think I know what you're talking about, and you're like, why the fuck are you?
It was always people fighting.
Oh, no. It's, it was either like Instant Karma or it was, what the fuck is that name of the? I don't watch it no more. Like, but that's been a while.
I remember you used to watch it at the house. I just be like, yo, you're just watching this for like 30 minutes over there.
Yeah, I think what I do enjoy. One thing that I do like is on Reddit they have this subreddit called Instant Karma, where basically somebody does something like bad and then the other person gets like their revenge on them. And because I like a sense of justice. Like if somebody does me wrong, I'm like, okay, now it's time for karma to come through.
I wonder if they have the opposite of. There's a subreddit for everything, but I wonder if they have the opposite of that.
That might be what. There's one with like instant regret or something like that. But this is what I wanted to talk to you about. I just remembered. Have you seen that photo where Lil Nas announced his album?
Oh, is that what that photo was?
That pregnant photo?
I didn't know that announced his album.
Yeah, because I think the caption read he was pregnant with like a 10 or 15 track EP or album, his debut album.
That's funny. I didn't know why that picture existed. Bro, I didn't really research it.
I saw that. I started laughing. I was like, yo, this is wild. And so.
It's funny because I feel like Lil Boosie is like now the Lil Nas guy where he comments on everything Lil Nas does.
I could see that because I'm pretty sure he probably feels like that he has a beef with him because of like how things have played out.
I don't think it's beef, but I don't know.
I mean, well, to be honest, Lil Boosie kind of reminds me of like, I'm not gonna lie to you, people that I grew up with from Arkansas, like in the South, you know. Yeah. He's coming from Louisiana, so he has a certain type of view of life of how it should be.
I mean, that picture is
it kind of throws you off at first.
It's a little weird.
But it's very interesting. There was like, hold on, was there like one more thing I wanted to tell you? If not, I think we might go into what the hell was it? I think I lost it, but it's fine.
Dang, bro.
But yeah, I saw that photo and I was like, I'm not gonna lie to you. For some reason, it reminded me of Beyonce when she did her photos. It reminded me of that.
So you saw the Lil Nas X photo and it.
I was like, is he jacking Beyonce style? Like, but because and then too, I didn't know if he was for real. Whenever he got upset for Tony Hawk. Like when Tony Hawk did the skateboards with his blood in it. Yeah. And then he started to go into the whole thing. But it's real interesting. He's done a good job of staying in like the headlines. Yeah.
This is true.
Almost feels like it was planned.
Yeah.
But
I don't have a lot to add to that, man.
I gotcha. But talking about that real quick, I'm gonna say this and then we'll go ahead and go into the not all here moment. But it almost makes you kind of think sometimes I wonder if the Drake and Kanye thing is planned,
manufactured. Could be, man.
Because didn't somebody say they're actually owned by the same Universal? Like Universal something runs their something together.
Oh, I mean, there's only like 3 big companies in Universal. It's Universal, Def Jam, and who's Drake? Drake might be Universal too.
I think him and Kanye are both Universal.
I wonder if that's why they dropped Drake. I mean, they dropped Kanye
before Drake
randomly.
Probably. Because then he was saying that they dropped it without his permission or something like that.
Not to go back to that topic again, but did you see that Drake, that album was the biggest streamed album one day of all time?
Yep. He broke that record. But that makes sense. I mean, you know, he's got like he's got the people on hold like that, you know. Yeah. So, but anyway, it's time for the Not All Here moment.
It's that time.
It's that time. Today's Not All Here moment is brought to you by
sponsored by Reddit.
The letter L.
Loser.
So this Not All Here moment comes from a user by the name of for a minute I thought I was going to say this wrong. It says Lemon Tasty Cakes. That's the name of the username.
All right.
Shout out to Lemon Tasty Cakes. And it says, today I fucked up by trying to fulfill one of my boyfriend's fantasies.
Oh, gosh.
Yep. Friday night, I had a few too many drinks with my boyfriend and got on the topic of our sexual fantasies. He admitted to me that he's always been really turned on by the thought of being woken up by a BJ. Mm-hmm. Fairly standard evening conversation and fantasy. Now for the FU. I woke up the next day before him, thought I'd let him sleep as we were both a little, a little worse for wear the night before. I wandered off to get showered and my thoughts turned to naughtiness. I sashayed into the bedroom thinking I was being terribly sexy, but he was absolutely knocked out. In hindsight, probably should have made a noise or kissed him or something, but for some inexplicable reason that even now I cannot fathom, I decided to begin with the task at hand in the stealthiest, most ninja-like way possible. This meant that my poor, unsuspecting man was woken from the deepest of sleeps by an unknown, unseen, wet presence on the most tender of areas. He woke up very quickly and sharply, and in his terror, jumped so hard that he smashed his head into the headboard, and I went flying off the bed and landed hard on my something. I don't know what that is. In a heap in the floor. She landed back on her floor. The entire scene was so ridiculous and different from what I set out to achieve that it sent me into the laughing fit that took me a good 10 minutes to compose myself from, so I could apologize and explain what on earth I was up to. Suppose sometimes fantasies are better than reality.
Well, I mean, she gave him what he asked for.
True, but I think what it was is he didn't know that was going to happen. And of course, the surprise, he wanted the surprise. You know? It could have been worse.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be worse. I
thought she was going to be in the hospital.
Lemony Snicket.
Lemony Snicket.
Just do it again. You know what I mean?
Lemony Snicket.
keep trying until you get it right.
That's hilarious. You know, it's kind of like... No, you're right. Everything you said is right. I was going to try to say something, but everything you said, just, you know, you have to keep trying or maybe be more...
Because if you wake him up, then it's not his fantasy.
Maybe she should have been like, done a little good morning, and you know when you're kind of
waking him up.
No, but you're kind of groggy. Be like good morning, and then go down. You know, but like fast. You know, like choo choo. Because you got to give him that warning. Because I think like I'm a heavy / light sleeper, and like I'll be woken up and I'll be like
heavy light.
Yep.
It's contradictory.
That sounds like no, because sometimes I'll sleep through a lot of things, but sometimes like I hear something, I'll be like, huh? You know, I wake up groggy a lot though. So, but anyway, enough of that talk.
Hey man, you got what you asked for.
Lemony Snicket.
Why did you throw your girl on the floor, man?
Probably. I mean, I think she was saying that they were drunk. They were a little bit tipsy. So.
Still drunk from last night?
Probably. Damn. And he said, something like that. But you know, hey, isn't that love? No, isn't that the beautiful thing about love? Sometimes it doesn't play out like what you think it's going to play out, you know?
Yeah.
But
that's my contribution.
All right. Well, anyway, that's the podcast.
All right, man.
Episode 41 of the Not All Here podcast. Thank you all for tuning in. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of the week. Wherever you're listening to us, whether it be Spotify or Apple Podcasts, make sure you're listening, subscribe, rate and review. Really helps us reach new people and listeners. Also, be sure to follow the podcast on Instagram, Not All Here Podcast. Follow cool ass people. We just dropped a video. I already forgot the fucking name of it.
Can't relate. We shot the video right there.
Literally, like right there. You can't see it, but I'm pointing right at the place.
Yep.
But new video, check that out. Also, Escaping Arizona music video dropped. Go check that out. what the fuck was I about to say? Oh, follow Cool Ass People on Instagram. Follow our personal pages. It's Easy L for mine.
JRB, the producer, on all of the platforms. But first, follow your dreams and go stream the Drake album and give him even more millions of dollars.
Exactly. And we will catch y'all on the next one. Yo.